Alrighty, hello, my people. Quick little intro video for this NTI business that we will be beginning on Monday the 6th. So, logistics, maybe some answers to questions you've been having, just important stuff. Either way, watch, pay attention, important things that you need to know to do for this NTI that we're going to begin. So, first thing, attendance. Each of your classes is going to be keeping track of your attendance, which means you need to be logging into Google Classroom daily. For my class, you're going to see there will be a question posted each day. I will post a new one each morning, and it will be labeled attendance with that day's date. You need to make sure that you do it that day. By 4 p.m. is the goal. Should take you all of 5 seconds, because all you have to do is go in and click present and turn it in. Make sure you do that because I have to keep a list and keep track of who's coming. And if you do not do it that day, I will not have marked you as doing it. I'm not going back once the end of the day hits. I'm tallying the attendance for that day and that is it. So make sure you're doing that. Like I said, 4 p.m. is your goal. I will be tallying it up then, so you want to make sure you have answered that question by that time. The next important little thing is, yes, we are doing Amplify. I know you're so excited, but no, really, it's a good thing because it's what you're used to. It's what we've been doing, so you should know what to do, and there shouldn't be a lot of questions and confusion, which is what you want right now. You don't want to be doing a bunch of craziness when you have to be learning kind of sort of on your own. So, one lesson is going to be 2 days worth of NTI, which is also a good thing, which means you have 2 days to complete one lesson. So that's up to you if you want to go through it all in one day or if you want to break it up. It's up to you. I'm only going to be posting the lessons one at a time though. So I'll post every other day. That way I'm not posting 5 million things in the classroom all at once. That way a bunch of people are not getting too far ahead or getting too far behind. I'm going to do my best to kind of keep us all in the same spot and try to keep us together. That way we can go through this all together. Yes, you will still have to do the assessments when it's time. The only reason I'm telling you that now is that I know some of you are going to click through all this stuff and not really pay attention. Please pay attention. You want to actually go through, read everything, do all the activities, not just click through blindly. Read, learn, take it in your brains, because when it's time, that means in the middle of a unit and at the end of a unit, to take an assessment, you will have to do the Amplify ones, so make sure you're preparing for that now, before you start all the work. So, next, grades will be going into IC as normal. Another thing I'm telling you up front so you can prepare. That means for the one lesson up here that you are doing, make sure you do all the activities all the way through. And make sure that when you're doing all those activities, you're clicking hand in. And that's on your Amplify work. There might be some situations where we add something in, maybe a Google form or a Google Doc or something. Make sure you also turn those in, but on Amplify specifically, each activity needs to be handed in. And you know it's that little purple button at the bottom of the screen. Nothing new. This is so important for now because if it is not handed in, I'm not grading it. Because if I don't see that hand in, I'm going to think that you're still working on it. So I'm not going to even look at it until I see it's handed in. So make sure you do that so you get your credit. And then if you need help, I'll talk about that in a second. But now I will show you some things. So, back to my little example here. I showed you the attendance, super important. Your days will look something similar to this. And like I said, I'll be doing this about every other day because I don't want to load it, and I'll try to keep it all in one place as best that I can. So I will put the days, I will put the lessons and where we're at. Each lesson will come with written instructions and a video instruction too, so you get to hear my voice all the time still. You're welcome. So that is also linked here too for the video instructions. I will say the video instructions are super helpful because, and I'll show you in a second, I literally go through the activities and click in, and it's showing me go through Amplify, which actually, you know what? I'll just show you right now. Alrighty, so here is what you can see the video. I did one of these for each lesson. So I go through what you're going to do on each activity, any issues I see you having as far as confusion on what to do on the content. I make some key points and go all the way through. So these are going to be super helpful for you as you go through each one. And like I talked about, if there's any issues as far as like maybe an activity is not done in Amplify or something like that, all of that information is going to be in here, and we talk about it and highlight it. So following these written instructions in the videos are going to make it very easy for you to get what you need to get done. If you ever need help or you get confused and those things don't help you, I have some solutions for you that hopefully will make it better. First, if you need help, I want you to ask people. All of the 8th grade science classes are pretty much doing the same stuff. So you should be able to check with anybody that you know that is in 8th grade, and it should hopefully clear it up. If not, all those resources are in your Google Classroom, the written instructions, the video instructions. I also have a master schedule of activities, which I will show you in a second, that you can follow if you get behind, or if you just want to see an overview. I'll talk about that in a second though. I'm going to be on my computer or on my phone or accessible regardless of what that looks like from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. Here's my email. So if you just want to shoot me a quick email, that is how you can do that, and I will answer you as soon as possible. I'm also going to try to host some office hours, which means I'm going to get onto Google Meet every day for about an hour, meaning I'll just have it up and going, and you can join anytime from 1 to 2. So if you want to come at 1:40, hop on in, ask a question, or just come say hi, whatever that is. I will have that up. I will post the link for the Google Meet daily. So right before 1 o'clock, I will post it and I will say if anyone needs help or they want to pop in, here's the link. And so that way, if you want to ask questions, that's there. It'll be like a little live help session. And I put here that I might end up changing that depending on our needs. So we'll see how that goes and see if I need to do it more often or for longer or whatever that is. This is all new to all of us, so we'll see how it goes. The schedule, and then that's it for my little overview, is going to be updated constantly, but it's going to look like this. I'll have the NTI days, I'll have the day of the week, I'll have a quick little overview, I'll have some links so you can have the video instructions here. And then if there's like a Google form or a Google Doc or something outside of Amplify that you have to complete, I will link it over here too. That way you can make sure you are on track. And like I said, if you are trying to keep track, or if you're trying to look ahead and see what's going on ahead, you're not working ahead, but you can see if there's an assessment coming up or something like that. This is going to be accessible in the Google Classroom for you as well. But other than that, I think that pretty much covers it, and we will figure this all out together.